All right, guys, we're going to start momentarily. It looks like I'm having issues with Hangouts again. I've got Bill on, but I can't see Bill, so I'm going to try and work this out. Okay, give me a few minutes, guys. We're going to try and get this to work. Google seems to have made some changes again. Awesome. So I need to figure out why this is not working. All right, let's see here. Okay, I can be heard, I can be seen, and where is Bill? Why is there not an invite participants button here? This has totally changed since the last time I used it. Son of a... Keep the expletives to myself. Control dial guest okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, if you're on, I'm having difficulty trying to get Bill on here. I see I got a few viewers. Google's changed on me. This is really pissing me off right now. Let me figure this out. Alright, let's see here. Let's try and improvise. We might just have to run this a little differently. All right. Can I be heard? Can anybody hear me? Can you see me? There's a bunch of crazy stuff going on here. All right. Let's see here. Can I get? I'm having extreme difficulty getting this to work. It's completely changed since the last time I used it. Has some awesome video ranking strategies for you guys. Freaking A. Son of a bitch. All right, I'm gonna stay on until I figure this out. Damn it. All right, let me see here. We got okay. Let's see. Still having issues here. This is not working. Somebody in the chat, if you can put in the chat how to get a participant on the Hangout. I'm looking real stupid right now because Google's fucked around and changed. And I can't get. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, here. I'm gonna make this shit work. Sorry for my expletives here, but all right, guys. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna figure this out this time. We got viewers, we got links, I got me. This is ridiculous. Why is this not easy? Really. All right. If I get this working, there's gonna be extra content here because this is really pissing me off. I'm gonna make this work somehow. Bill, just stick with me if you can. Let's give it a couple minutes. I got Joshua, see if he can hop on and figure this out too. This is ridiculous. It's worked last time. Anybody that's holding, just bear with me here. This was working before and now it's not.
Is that too loud? Is that too loud?
Hey man, can you hear me?
Okay, why do I hear? Okay, I hear and see Joshua. Why is Bill's link not working? I do hear you. Thank you, Joshua. Hold on, let me send this link to him.
I don't see you though. I see.
Okay, did you do anything in particular to?
No, I just clicked the link that you sent me.
This is crazy.
Sometimes it could just be his. This has happened before, and sometimes it's just the other person's computer.
Oh.
I know I was having trouble with Ron Rule one time, and he had to restart his whole computer, and then once he restarted, it just started working for some reason.
All right, he went to go grab a beer.
Oh. And he's using Google Chrome, right? Make sure he's using Google Chrome.
I'm using Firefox because Chrome was acting up.
All right.
Let me ask him.
Yeah, try to have him do that, and then restart his whole computer, if anything, and shut down anything that could be using his camera, Skype or Screencast or anything else like that.
So you clicked the link and you just showed up.
Yeah, click the link, hit join now, and that's it.
Wow. Okay.
It's working fine. But it's happened to me before, like with Ron Rule, but it was an issue on his end with his computer, so he had to shut everything down and restart his computer, and then once he did that, it worked.
Okay, he's trying it again. Last week we were supposed to do something too, and the same thing happened. So I didn't send an email at this time. I'll send a replay out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to go through this, and now
yeah, but just have him restart if anything and see what happens.
All right.
Cool.
Well, I know it works, so we'll figure it out with him. Thanks.
Cool. All right.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
All right, guys. We know it works. We got to figure this out. Actually, I'll interview Joshua in a couple of weeks. He's killer when it comes to ranking video SEO in general. But we're gonna get this thing working with Bill. So just bear with me here. And if we get this working with Bill, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop this Hangout and start another one, so we don't have all this lag time in the beginning, which is me talking. I'm sure you really don't want to hear all this. So let me see what Bill's doing. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, I see you now. You got this?
Well, let's not. Hold on a second here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I don't have all the bells and whistles have set up like I wanted to, but all right. It looks like this is working. So
Sorta.
it's working now. Let's go with it's working for now. Okay, cool. So after all of this ridiculousness, what did you do? Just so I know in the future.
Well, whatever that second link was that you sent me actually took me to download the plugin that was needed.
Oh, that makes sense then.
Yeah, but the first link was just to watch it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So wherever you got that second link from is the one you got to always use.
All right.
Or for
Let's do this.
presenters, anyways.
Okay. Okay, what I'll do, I'm trying to think how I can make this work with this existing video instead of cancel it. I'll put an annotation at the beginning of the video once this is rendered.
Yeah.
It takes straight here, so we don't have all that minutia in the beginning. Okay, thinking out loud.
Yeah, there you go. Just there might be a way that you can do it so they click just on something, it'll take them right to this point.
Exactly. There's a way to do that. I know there's a way to do that in YouTube. Okay, so folks, I am Damon Green. I'm a video marketer, SEO guy, and I am interviewing video SEO and video marketing expert Bill Cousins. Bill and I met several months back. What was it, around March, Bill?
Yeah, it was at the Warrior event, I think.
Yes, the Warrior Forum event, which was an awesome event, great networking. We sat down and had some meal. I think it was lunch, dinner, something along those lines.
Yeah.
But we got to talking, and we had a lot in common as far as what we do. So months later, I started to get back a relationship with you guys in my list, and I want to provide you with some solid content. Not particularly a pitch. There may be pitches, there may not be, but you're going to be able to walk away with actionable content and information that you can use. And Bill agreed to get on with me last week. That didn't go very well. He got on this week, and we're working it out. So I apologize for all the back and forths, but we will go ahead and get into this now.
Hey, it wouldn't be like a webinar or a training session if there wasn't some kind of technical difficulty.
Yes, and Murphy has been in effect twice. So, but we're here. It's working. I got Joshua to get on. He helped me out. So I know it works. There's what we do is technical. So we're You know,
By the way, real quick, for some reason, right before I started, I guess it was probably about 7:30, my internet was going out. So if I vanish,
oh, okay.
then you know why. I don't know what's going on with it, but it was just like totally going away.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll improvise. We've been doing it for this long. All right,
Yeah.
so we're 15 minutes into this. We'll try and give you guys an extra 15 minutes, but I'll go ahead and get started. So, Bill, let's get into a little bit about you. What is your story?
What do you mean,
How
as
did you
far
get
as like
started?
how I got going and stuff like that, or?
Yes.
Oh, geez. Well, I guess it basically was the way most people who want to start making money online. You know what I mean? You basically, everybody tells you you're buying. I started out on a Warrior forum, okay? So I'm buying stuff on there, and are you muted, by the way?
I was muted.
Okay, yeah. Don't mute yourself. It freaks me out. It's like total quiet. Just stay unmuted. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm like, I mean, do you want to hear like the full-blown story of what it was? Here's what it was. I had a business where I used to paint custom paint helmets for race car drivers. Okay.
Okay.
Originally, before that, I was a race car mechanic, and before that, I was a body shop guy, and I painted cars. So I became this race car mechanic. Guys that race with us found out that I painted cars, and one guy's like, "Here, take my helmet home between races and paint it. Do something to it." So I did that, and I'm an artist too, so it turned out really cool. So this guy was like, "Dude, that's awesome," and all these other race car drivers are like, "Hey, dude, paint my helmet." So that like turned into this full-fledged business of painting race car driver helmets, and I was doing them for like people all over the world and some pretty famous people too. So I finally realized that I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life because I didn't want to be like a 70-year-old guy sitting there, you know, painting race car drivers helmets, plus they're a total pain in the ass. But so then I went into real estate, and that was going really good, and I was flipping houses and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden was the real estate, you know, just fell apart. When was that? Like, yeah, like 2007, into 2007 or whatever. So when I was doing real estate, one of my things was doing rent-to-own houses. So I had built this list up of people, an email list of people, and I just sort of figured this out on my own. I got like an AWeber account, and I had a list of people who were all looking to get a rent-to-own house. Okay, and the reason they all wanted to rent their own house is because their credit sucked. Okay, so it was like, you know, the real estate thing started going downhill, and nobody had any money to put down on houses. I'm like, well, I got this list of like 1,000 people here. There must be some way I can monetize this list. So I started like looking around on Google, and I found Frank Kern, and he's talking about like finding products on ClickBank and stuff like that. So I was like looking on ClickBank. Well, I find this product that was how to fix your credit. So I mailed this product just for the heck of it. I'm like, I'm going to try this. So I mailed this product. I became an affiliate for it on ClickBank, mailed out to my list, how to fix your credit, and went home. And the next morning I go back to my office, and I made like $800 overnight. It was like a $60 product or whatever. Or no, it was like, yeah, it was like about $800 I made. I was like, wow. Okay. So now I'm hooked on internet marketing, right? So I like had some money left over from doing the real estate thing that I was like, okay, I'm going to live off this money, and I'm going to get this internet marketing thing going. I had I think it was about $10,000 sitting on my bank account. And I was like, that should be plenty of money to get my internet business going. Well, I started going on like the Warrior Forum and buying products, and I was trying to do PPC marketing because that's what Frank Kern was teaching. Yep. And to make a long story short, the money like vanished, you know, within like 3 or 4 months, and I'm like freaking out. I don't have any money left, none, because I'm putting all my time into this, and I'm not working. You know what I mean? Yep. I just wanted to devote all my time to this. So I'm working on that. I'm running out of money. I got no money left. And my family's like, just go get a job. And I'm like, no, I don't want to get a job. I want to work on this, you know. Yes, so Let me take a sip of my beer here. So, anyways, I run out of my money and I'm freaking out. And I got shut my first AdWords account. I get a thing. I made like $80 trying to sell fat loss for idiots, which
Weight
I
loss.
was like really excited about. But I had bought this course by somebody about how to scrape uh, keywords from something or whatever, and I just loaded them into my AdWords account. Well, to make a long story short, I made $80 and then it stopped. I was like, why did the sales stop? Here, AdWords banned me for life. Okay, after using AdWords for like the first hour, I'm banned for life with AdWords. So now I'm freaking out about that because I don't know any other way to make money. I gotta have AdWords. So this is leading somewhere, by the way. So then I'm like, this is how I got into YouTube. Okay. So the house I'm living in is my stepdad's house that he's trying to sell. Luckily, he's let me live there for free. And it's, believe it or not, it was like a $1.4 million house that he's trying to sell. So I'm living in this like 10,000 square foot house all by myself. So at least I had a nice place to hang out, but I had no money at all to buy food even. And I couldn't tell him that. So I'm like selling stuff on Craigslist every day just to get like $20, $10, $20 just to buy food because I don't ask for money from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the realtor who was selling the house was coming over and bringing people over. And he was this big famous realtor guy who sold only like high-end houses and stuff like that. And
Let's
he
come
knew
back
what.
to that.
What's that?
I said, let's come back to that. I got a story about that.
Okay, all right. So he's like, he knows what I'm trying to do, and I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get this internet business going and stuff like that. And he's like, well, I need to do some stuff on YouTube. And I'm like, well, I can do it for you. You know what I mean? Because I just want to do something that has to do with the internet. So I actually made a video for that particular house. It might still show up actually if you go to Google and type in, I think it was five bedroom, four bath house, Wexford, PA, or something. I think the video is still like ranking on the first page of Google for that. So, anyways, I did that for him, and he paid me like $500 for it or whatever, and that was how I was like, YouTube is the way to go, man. YouTube, dude, seriously, you know this. YouTube is the easiest way to start making money on the internet.
Yeah.
No, hands down. I mean, it's totally I tell everybody that. It's like, who wants to start making money on the internet? YouTube is the fastest way to start making money on the internet, and I just explained a way to do it right there. Get a video ranked, or find somebody offline who needs a video and get it ranked for some obscure term that won't be hard to get ranked. You know, like 5-bedroom, 4-bath house in Wexford, PA. Is like shot right to page 1, and he loved it. You know, because there's
If you know
people.
what you're doing, it's even more opportunity there.
Right, right. So, anyways, that's my story basically. How I got into internet marketing and how I struggled. Everybody has their struggle story when that's trying to do internet marketing, and but I stuck with it, and that was like back in 2008 or whatever. And I never gave up, man. I never gave up. I just kept going and going and going, like the Energizer Bunny, and it all worked out. So, but YouTube, man, that's the way to go. So there's my story.
So it sounds very much like many people's story. You get into it, you kind of get knocked around. Yeah, I've got my list knows my story. I actually did consulting for a couple years for a magazine, and then was constantly doing the internet marketing, kind of consulted for a couple celebs. Had a launch a couple years ago, did like 1,000 units in a week, which is very good money, but then it was after that success that I kind of made some bad decisions, and life happens, but
Yeah,
getting
well,
back
that
back
happens to
together.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, so well, you just explained why video marketing. You kind of stumbled on it. And I said, let's come back to the real estate because I'm actually experimenting now with some high-end. I'm helping a friend rank for a case study some high-end real estate in the West,
Yeah.
$1 million homes plus, to
Yeah.
see possibly get a deal with his agency. So that's something I'm working on.
Yeah, that's a good. Realtors are good. The problem you got to do the high-end realtors.
Yeah.
Because normal realtors don't want to spend any money on anything.
I have heard that from so many
They
people.
will not spend anything, man. I even had it's like, because this guy that I did that first one with was a guy who sold $1 million up houses. You know what I mean? So he was one of the high-end guys. But the smaller, like normal realtors, it's like, how much is it? You know, and I would even tell them, like, I'll do a video and get it ranked for you for like $99. They didn't want to spend $99. So.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know how it is now, but and I've heard, like you said, I've heard that from a lot of other people too, that realtors are really, really cheap.
Yeah, but I figure because that was an assumption that I had made, I didn't do anything with. But if you're making $5,000 commission,
right?
I would think that you would.
Yeah, if you're making
spending $500 a month.
No, not if you're making $5,000 commission.
But I guess everybody doesn't think like we do.
They don't. Most people don't look at advertising as an investment.
Look at it as an expense.
Right, and that's totally the wrong way to look at it.
Yeah.
It's an investment, just like the stock exchange. If you could spend $500 on the stock exchange, investing it in stocks, and make $1,000 back in 6 months, you'd do it, right?
I would.
Most people don't look at it that way. They look at it advertising as an expense.
Yeah, that's actually something I was looking to do in some of my sales presentations, to put down. They say you shouldn't have to educate folks, and the people that know it, you don't have to educate. You can say, here's what I have, and this is what it'll do for you. And you're like, where do I sign? But every now and then there is someone is kind of on the fence, and I've always thought about putting together a presentation about stop thinking of marketing as an expense and think of it as an investment.
Yeah.
But,
well, well, some people just have that mindset, and you're never going to change it.
And yes, I've learned that.
Yes.
Okay, so all right. So what are some of the products that you've had out recently, or trainings that you've done? Kind of your accomplishments. And do you have the screen share on there where you can run through? You got anything, checklist or anything you can run through? Should be on the left-hand side, little arrow thing.
The little green screen share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before I do that, yeah, I guess I could just show you what I got here. Okay, I'm going to click on this. Hopefully, this whole thing won't crash. Okay.
Yeah, so I want to get into the meat and from the results to kind of what's working. I'm sure you've seen a shift in some rankings and with certain videos, and YouTube just had some changes. So kind of like to get your take on that. Hey,
all right, is it working now?
Yes, I see me.
Oh. All right. Why am we not seeing my screen?
You selected your browser.
Oh, jeez. Now what happened?
If you hit the screen share again, you can. Oh, you know what? You just have to open another tab. Go to another tab.
Oh, there we go. I don't know what I did there. Okay, that's my camera. Google Hangouts plus Mozilla Firefox, I would assume.
Yes, and then you should be able to just select a new tab. Yep, I see your screen.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
See Rocket Video Ranker?
I do.
Okay. This is pretty much my flagship product that I put together. The first one of this that came out was back in, oh geez, when was it? Like 2011 or whatever. It's like the second product I ever did. It was the first video product. I did it with Mike Carraway. And basically what it was is I came up with a way to get videos to rank really well and to stay ranked. And that was using other videos inside YouTube to point at your money video.
Okay.
Okay.
It's kind of like commenting or video commenting or just leaving comments with a link to the video.
No, it wasn't comments. It was actually you would post videos, other video, like you'd have your main money video that you wanted to have the link in that would go to, whatever, like an affiliate product or the
Yeah.
money site or whatever. And okay, hold on 1 second. Something just popped up on my screen here. All right. And yeah, you just set up like hub accounts, and it's sort of like a link wheel thing, only using YouTube videos.
Oh, okay, I see. So you
And you
have
just
separate
put
YouTube accounts linking to your main
right,
money YouTube account. Okay, I got
right, and you just put the link of the money video into the description of each one of those link wheel videos, and it worked awesome. It still works good.
you. Gotcha.
All right, so that was like the first product I did. I'm not going to go through this whole product, but
Yeah.
I actually need to update it or whatever. And I mean, I don't have them pulled up, but I have other ones that I did. I did one called, let's see, it was a TubeViews Secrets. It was how to use views sites to get views to your videos, which used to really, really work good.
Yeah, it doesn't work
And
squat now.
well, it still does. You just got to make sure you use the right site because YouTube is figuring out which sites actually use mobile views. And you don't want to use mobile views. You want to use actual real people. So there's a couple sites out there that still work, like vagex.com still works, but you can't get in that anymore. And then there's another one that I have
Which
that I
one
use.
still works?
Vagex still works. Vagex.com.
Did they
V8.
bring that back up? Because I'm in there and I noticed I tried, because I had a case study I was working on, and they said we've canceled the views service for now because YouTube made some changes.
Right.
It was indefinite.
Okay, well, I haven't been in there probably in about a month, so.
Okay, it was just about a month ago that happened because
Okay.
I was using them. I bought. Well, actually, I didn't even buy because I already had a credit. I allocated probably 100, 200 views.
Right.
And it said that it fulfilled them, but then when I looked at my accounts in YouTube, there was nothing there. So I left it alone. Then when I came back again to try it for another video, they had put the mention out that apparently, YouTube caught them.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah, well,
Virul too. Virul worked.
I'll show you the one that I've been using here. It's called YouTubeViews.com.
Yeah, I tried the Virul, but that was I didn't read the fine print.
Yeah.
You can start off with whatever amount, minimum of $10, but after that first test, you have to drop at least $100, and I didn't want to commit to that, so I looked for another route, which ended up being Facebook ads, and that worked exceptionally well.
Yeah.
I got real views, real targeted views, and I started getting results as soon as I did it.
Yeah, that's about the best way to do it because those are actual people that are going to watch your video. I don't know why this page isn't loading, but this is the one that I use.
What's it called?
YouTube-views.com. And I was just on this yesterday, so I know the site's not down, but I don't know if it has something to do with because I'm doing a Google Hangout and everything's slowed down or what, but because that will happen.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then the other thing that I got that I'm getting ready to put out is called YouTube Test Lab.
Okay, that's what you were telling me about last week.
Right. Yeah, this is going to be going out probably within the next week or so. And what this is going to be is basically it's not really a training course, but it's going to have all different short bite-sized videos of things that I'm trying, like little case studies, like if there's a change in YouTube or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to go in here and let people know about it, and then things that don't work, like don't do this anymore, or
kind of like insider secrets.
Right.
Secrets. Okay.
Right. You know what I mean? So it's just going to be separate little, just short videos.
Okay.
But I'm going to put stuff in there every week, and then I'll have interviews in there with different people, and you know, like maybe like put this Hangout replay in there and stuff like that. So
Okay, awesome.
so that's what I'm working on right now. And then I'm going to be updating Rocket Video Ranker, the one I just showed you, and probably going to do something else before the JV Zoo event at the end of August.
Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to be in Orlando around the middle of August, so I'm gonna try and make that since I'm down there.
Yeah.
So as far as video marketing, do you primarily do? I know you do products, so we can already scratch that off. Do you do any local offline, or do you affiliate? Do you do any launch jacking?
I do. Yeah, I do launch. I do both of them. I'll show you one. I thought maybe you were going to ask me that. So this is one that I'm working on here right now. Is this type of thing, which I think you do the same type of thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we got PittsburghPaintingContractors.com. I've had this domain for like 5 years. You know, and it's like, okay, I got to do something with this domain.
Okay.
So I'm setting this up. I mean, I've done this with other ones before, but I'm actually negotiating with a guy right now, a local painter guy. But basically, it's just set up a lead page and a place for people to put in their email address and phone number. And this number here, I just made this number up. I hope people aren't getting phone calls, but I'll just get go online for them and get a virtual phone number that I can actually track.
Yes, that's what I do.
Right, and see how many calls are coming in. And then the way this is set up is that there's a report that you can get. It's a PDF report about how to get, find the best painter, things you should ask them, things to watch out for, stuff like that. And
Okay.
that's what this video is about here. It explains it to you. And then this video also is ranked on Google, and so that
Both ranked?
no, the site's not ranked yet. I'm working on it. I should have it ranked here within the next couple weeks or whatever. But this video actually was on page the very first. This is page 2, and up until 3 days ago, it was number 1 on Google. So I'm doing some stuff to get that back on page 1. But the goal is.
Let me ask you about that there. So it's on page 2, which actually I just made $25 today from a video I have on page 2 for lead gen.
Mm-hmm.
So page 2 definitely gets questions. Obviously, page 1 is better. But what is your take on putting the phone number in the title versus not putting the phone number in the title on the videos? Because I had the last guy I had interviewed. We discussed that, and what he had mentioned, his particular videos, he does lead gen videos also for attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
What he mentioned was, and it makes sense, folks that were looking for the attorneys aren't watching more than 20 seconds of the videos.
No, they're not.
The videos aren't anything to shout about, but he always puts
Right.
the number in there, and he gets a crap ton of calls. And I've noticed I get calls with the number in the actual title too. Have you tried that or?
Right. Well, the thing is that the way I always tell people is the way I'm doing this. I mean, I just happen to have a guy I'm negotiating with on this, a painter guy. But what I tell people to do is go out and get this done, and then find somebody who wants to buy it. And if you do that, so you can change the title of the video, no problem. You can't change the video file.
Exactly.
So you want to create a video that's actually generic that you could sell to any painter or any attorney, and you could always do the annotations over the video once they buy it, and don't put any phone number in the title until after you get the video ranked, until after somebody's paying you for it. You can change the title; it won't affect the ranking of the video at all. You know what I mean? You still want to leave your keyword in there.
Definitely want to leave the keyword.
Right, but I could go to the end. I could change this second part a little bit here and put the phone number there, and it wouldn't hurt the ranking of the video. But you couldn't upload a new video to replace this one with the guy's phone number on it. It would totally screw up. You would lose the ranking of the video. So that's my feelings on that. That's what I always do.
Okay, now how do you, because I know this is something that I'm asked all the time, and I'd like to ask this as well, because that's what folks usually want to know. You took the approach to set this up. How did you find the guy to negotiate with?
I just go on Craigslist and look for the area where they all post their ads, where they're looking for work.
Yeah.
And they're always going in there to look to make sure their ad is still good, or they want to see, yeah, how many of their buddies are posting ads, who their competition is. And I just put an ad saying, something like, I have a lead gen page with a video, and I'll give you, if you want to rent it from me or whatever, here's a link to it, and I'll give you free hosting.
Okay.
Because it doesn't cost, it's on my reseller account, doesn't cost me anything to host it. So
now, do you go per lead, or do you sell it as a flat-out fee monthly?
It depends on
about what would a kind of a good range for, say, a newbie to.
It all depends on what they want to do. I usually try to go for like a monthly thing.
Yes,
recurring
is great.
Right, they could have all the leads, you know what I mean? But I'm charging you, and it also depends on how much you're going to get. Is depend on what a lead is worth. So obviously a painter's not going to give you nearly as much money as a plastic surgeon is. You know what I mean? So, and you can ask for more money from a plastic surgeon. So I would say for this painter here, we're talking back and forth. I think he's probably going to end up doing a monthly thing, and I think I told him like $4.99 a month.
Okay.
Which that's not bad. $4.99 a month.
How many leads do you anticipate getting from a painter and ranking it?
How many leads will this bring in?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, dude. If I get those both ranked on the first page, I'll get probably get maybe like 10 a week or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's about fair, because I had a landscaper, which actually I'm selling now, this is going to be interesting because I have a site that I set up. Actually, it's not a site, I'm sorry, it's a video.
Mm-hmm.
I have a video that I set up, and it's the dude's business.
Right.
It's on camera, it's a talking head like you see.
Right.
But he sold the business.
Okay.
There was no call tracking number initially, so there's actually a phone number on the video that's his old phone number.
Yep.
So what I did was I bought a call tracking number, changed the description, changed the title, and then put an annotation next to the other phone number, and it's getting calls. He's still getting calls too, and I'm like, it's really bootleg.
Yeah.
But it's there.
Well, you could just say we changed our number.
Yeah. What I've done was I went to Google AdWords and I looked up the top person under that keyword term that was buying the keywords that
right.
showed up for it.
Right, yeah.
And I started sending them leads, and the leads whisper when they call. It says a lead from Damon.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent them probably about 2 or 3 leads, and I sent them an email. I'm going to call them up and say, hey, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
I'll basically break it down and say, if you want this, this is what it's going to be. And I'll give them a discount because it's not I'm also running a study now where I'm doing 10 videos in the lawn niche. Doing 10 videos, I hired actors, the whole nine. I put it out there, and I'm waiting to see how how those rank, and I'm going to try and off those as a case study, and also a couple dollars in my pocket.
Right.
But,
well, the main reason why I do it this way is because it's just easier to make the sale when you can take your iPad into their office.
Exactly.
Or go over to their computer and say, here, I want to show you something, and type in, whatever their Pittsburgh plastic surgeon or whatever, and you all of a sudden this video pops up on the first page. You say, do you want this? And if they say no, they say, all right, that's cool. I'm going to go talk to your
competition.
Your buddy.
Yeah, it's even better if you already have the call. Like you have the calls, you can show the call tracking.
I had
3 calls last week. Like that one video I just did it I just got the switched the number over last week, and it's already gotten 4 calls.
Mm-hmm.
3 of which they've set up appointments for to actually, because I record the calls too for quality control and just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And see if anything can be done better.
Yeah.
So after listening to the calls, I can see that they're actually getting people out there for the quotes. And in lawn care, that's a minimum $100 per new customer. So I might have just given them 3 new customers.
Right, and the other thing is, the other reason why I like to lease channels is because that way I own them, and if the guy stops paying me money, then I can just go in his office and say, hey, dude, you owe me for last month.
Yes.
I'm turning this off and changing the title. I got, this other guy's interested. His phone number's going in there. You know what I mean?
If they want a custom, they got to pay more money.
Well, if they want a custom, then it's going to be a whole different channel. You know what I mean? So, right, and that costs more money because you're setting up for them.
Can you do me a favor, real quick, since you're in Google? Can you Google Corpus Christi house painter?
Yep.
I want to see if I'm still ranking there. Jerome and I. This is the original case study we did about 3 years ago. It should be CorpusChristiHousePainters.com is the site, and I actually spelled it wrong. I'm just wondering if it's still ranking. You see, okay, Jerome is still there. Do you see CorpusChristiHousePainter.com on there?
Let's see. CorpusChristiHousePainter.com?
Yeah, click that. I totally forgot about this till you started talking about the painting. Yep, that's it. I should probably do something with that now that
yeah, man.
Throw a lead gen on there and a call tracking number, and I'm taking notes here now. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that would be like one of the easiest ways, I would say. In fact, this is what I tell people. It's like, this is the easiest way to start making money. Using YouTube is doing this. Get a video ranked, pick some term in your town, make a generic video that anybody, with nobody's info on it, and get it ranked, and just start going into offices and saying, hey, I got this. One thing you can do that works really good is say, hey, you know what? I was just wondering. I made this video for a guy, and he never paid me for it, and I'm just wondering, are you interested in this? I'm just going around and asking different dentists, if they want this or whatever, because I already made it, and I mean, that's the way I like to do it. I would rather do that than go in and say, hey, are you interested in YouTube marketing? Because they get hammered with that stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you're selling results. I mean, you can't deny.
Right, exactly.
Results.
No, you can't.
If I say here it is and you see it and we're sitting down, there's really nothing else to talk about.
Right. And you can act way more casual when you already have it.
Yeah.
Like
a confidence booster. Okay, so I'm going to ask you something because I have not had I've had okay luck with it, but I haven't had good luck with it, and it's a little more advanced. So if you don't know what this is, that's fine. You guys can email me later or Skype me later. But have you done any launch jacking, and have you been successful?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I've done so.
What's the secret? Because I did. Matter of fact, let me see. Who did I do? I did Amish Roth, and he was the Warrior event. We had lunch too. Reed Florine.
What was that?
I ranked on the top for them. They might still be there. What was it? Email Ninja Academy bonus. Email Ninja Academy review. I did a hangout. Offered a pretty good bonus, and I still didn't. I didn't make too much. Joshua Zamora's last or 2 launches ago. I ranked for that. Didn't really. I'm probably doing something wrong. The ranking part's not the issue. I'm ranking. I'm just not getting. I'm doing something wrong.
I think what's going on, dude, is there's so many people doing that now. I mean, it used to be there'd only be like 2 videos there.
Yeah.
What are you putting in your title, like review and bonus, or bonus is what people look for?
Yeah, I did bonus. Bonus was the main keyword, but I did bonus and I did review.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to do it in what's not really launch jacking. There's actually some affiliate products that I'm going to run for that are totally not internet marketing related, so I can probably just kill it.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to try the launch jacking just to see, because I know even Joshua, and I'm gonna interview him in a few weeks, but I know he's crushed it on several launches, and I'm just like, all right, I'm not going to accept failure, so I'm gonna sit here and look at this like, what can I do to
Yeah, I mean, I think the key to that is basically to make a good video because
Definitely.
a lot of people teach that. You know what I mean? To people that are just starting out, and they tell them to basically go to the JV page and just swipe the video off the JV page.
I've seen that
And
done.
yeah, and you got to sort of make it your own video. You know what I mean? You got to make it your own video, make it sound like you're really doing a review on it, a good review on it, and that's what I think. You know what I mean? And the other key is to start trying to get ranked for a launch like way ahead of time. You used to be able to get ranked like in 3 days before, and now you got to
I
do
think,
it like
yeah,
two
I
weeks
think
before.
that's it too, because
Right?
I did it little like 2 or 3 days before.
Yeah.
And with the Reed Florine, I even took to the point where he and I had just had we had lunch at the Warrior Forum event. It was me, him, E. Brian Rose, and Ron Douglas and Tommy Powers.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a picture of us all sitting at the table, and I'm sitting right next to Reed. So I kind of used that for the whole credibility piece.
Mm-hmm.
But I made a couple sales from it, but it wasn't anything to brag about.
Yeah.
So it worked. I just know that I can do something better. And before I forget, you talked about reviews for local. Something else that I've noticed, and I've actually done this. Video review slash testimonials work very well for reputation management
Mm-hmm.
and also getting people in the door. And I say that because my oldest son plays basketball. He's 16. He's actually really good, but I got him a personal coach last year. I really like. He's in one of my his cousin is in one of my mastermind groups, and he came once and we met, and I was like, okay, great. And he didn't listen to his cousin with the marketing piece. He just kind of went on his own, and he did okay.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I'm going to do this just off the strength. This guy is a really good guy. He's good at what he does, young kid, and he's passionate. So I created a review video, which is me, and then I brought my son in. Totally different clip. I was on the court like just dripping in sweat because I just got done running and playing ball. So I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, the coach is great. I gave the goods, the bads, and I recommended him, and I ranked that.
That's
And
what people want to see, dude. That's a real review.
it works like gangbusters
Yeah,
because
they trust it.
it was, first of all, I was doing it because, like I said, I really he's a good dude. I know he likes what he does. So I put call tracking on that. I didn't tell him I was doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
he's getting calls, and I'm listening to the calls. He's like, yeah, well, let me get your number. But after I told him, he was like, oh man, because what we're doing now is bartering, where I'm getting as much business as he can handle, and he's gonna coach my both my sons actually.
Right.
So we had that working out, but I listened to some of the calls, and even when I use Facebook too to get some views and targeted Facebook viewers,
Yeah.
and the folks on there were like, the first guy that bought was like, this guy was awesome, and he was everything you said he was. I said, this is just great. Then one of the guys called and said, yeah, I saw this father that was on YouTube talking about you, and I just had to kind of give you a call and see what was going on. So I think he's probably made a couple, at least $500-600 off of the review so far. And the
Yeah.
main keyword phrase, he's not even ranked on page one. He's ranked on for a secondary right now.
Okay.
Because
So
I
that's
do the
one.
slow and steady wins the race. I don't like to just jam it because I'm afraid it's just going to blow up
What do you mean?
when I rank my videos. So I have a strategy. I call it the viral. It's basically the kind of like a lifeline of a viral video where it starts here. So I take it over the course of 30 days instead of trying to rank in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And they've stuck so far. I had a few drop,
Mm-hmm.
but I've also been using. I think we talked about it, GSA,
Right.
and that's an investment I wish I had made earlier because that is I can't even really I can't say anything bad about that software. It's just ridiculous, and it
Does
works.
that dribble out or is that hit?
It does whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I have it dribbling. It'll send I send like 2,000 links, 1,400 links,
Mm-hmm.
and then I let it sit for a day, and
Mm-hmm.
then another 1,400, and I let it sit for a day. So you can do any type of sequence from just pick high PR links to just like article links, just 100 links, and wait. I mean, you can throttle it. maneuver it however you want to.
Right.
But I had a few videos fall down to the second page using it within a week. It ran up. Like Greg Caesar called me a while ago and asked me about actually at our mastermind group. He asked me, D, what do you do, or what can I use to get some videos ranked? So I gave him, I do CrocServe on Fiverr and a few
Yeah,
other
he works.
people.
He works good.
Yeah, and I don't know if he used those, but he still didn't get that boost. So I ran a GSA campaign for probably about 2,000 links over the course of about a week. Number 5, back up. I was like,
Well, if he used Quark service before that, it could be a combination of the two. Actually, it's hard to tell what did what. You know what I mean? But
it is. I don't know if he used them or not, but for the other video that I did,
oh,
the
okay.
landscaping one I was
'Cause
telling you about, that dropped too.
I always have good luck with his gigs.
Yeah, he's real good. And what do you use? The bookmarking, like 1,000 bookmarks?
All different ones. Dude, when it comes, I'm not like you, dude. I'm like really, really impatient. I want rankings like tomorrow, and I just frickin' blast them. Because YouTube, you can do that.
Yeah, I just got off. Actually, Joshua had a replay with Holly. We talked about Holly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And she throws a million links.
Yeah. That's you, dude. YouTube. In fact, inside here, there's a video I did. Which one is it? This one right here. And I talk about that. It's all about backlinking your videos because I get like so many people, will send me in support tickets like, Bill, the backlinking, I'm afraid I'm gonna like my video is gonna get. I'm like, dude, just backlink it, man. Just slam it with backlinks because YouTube.
Videos are gonna dance just like the Google dance too.
Well, YouTube has so much page rank and so much domain authority, and there's so many links going in and out of it that you don't have to worry about it. It's not like you're doing it. I wouldn't do that for one of my own blogs or something. You know what I mean? But YouTube, just backlink it, man. Just blast it with backlinks. So that's why
listening to this, what's the best type of links to go for if we're going to get backlinks?
Social bookmarking links, or high page rank links. Like there's some.
Always does it for me.
Yeah, there's some gigs on Fiverr you can get like page rank 9. They get you links off of like Adobe.com and stuff like that. I mean, they're not the best links, but that's why you do a bunch of them.
Yeah,
and then I'll show you.
Awesome on Fiverr, and he canceled the gig. It was like 16 high PR homepage links.
Yeah.
Every time I used that, and then I got those links indexed, I watched my ranking skyrocket from like every time I did it. But he stopped. I guess his network got tapped out.
Yeah.
So he started doing others.
I'll show you something here for your people. They can go to this site here, backlinkoffers.com, and you go to /linkbuilder.php, and you can sign up for an account. They can watch the video, see how it works. But you get for free. You can get let's see here. How many do they give you free per month? Oh, 700 unique backlinks every month for free. And I mean, it works pretty good. I actually have the paid account, so I get more. But
what is it? Backlink offers?
Yeah, backlinkoffers.com /linkbuilder.php will take you to this page where they can sign up for an account. And I've actually, had a video that maybe dropped down to the second page or something, and I'll go in here and just throw it in there, and it'll pop back up. So they're not terrible backlinks, and it's super, super easy to use. So there's a free resource for them right there.
Okay. Can you go to Fiverr and give a couple tips on some, if somebody wants to rank a video, a newbie wants to go in and rank a video, the kind of links to get?
Yeah, but I don't want to show them who I'm using.
Yeah, don't necessarily show them how you use them. Use a search, kind of like search for wiki links.
All right. I save that stuff for the paid people.
Yeah.
Fiverr.com.
Well, they've got my video domination blueprint where I give few folks. So.
Well, I'll just go to C Rourke Service because everybody knows about him anyways, and that's a great place to show what to use.
Oh, see, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that's the guy you were just talking about, Quirk or whatever.
Oh, Quirk. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I just see the name, like that's my guy right there.
I just say C Rourke Service. I don't know. It's who knows how you really say his name. I'm already a member. I don't need that. Okay, so let's say really quick here. He actually has like some that are designed for YouTube. Okay, like here's one here. I'll blow up your video with a YouTube SEO bomb for $5.
Okay.
And I've used this one before.
I've only used that one bookmarking. That's all I've ever used from him.
And for this one here, you get 250 bookmarks, 1,000 real views. Now, actually, I'm going to take this back. Don't use this one because I don't know what kind of views they're using. And I mean, he says they're good, but
yeah,
I don't trust.
From what I hear, views aren't as necessary anymore for ranking in YouTube.
They're not.
Or Google.
They're not. They're not, dude. Backlinks is what gets shit ranked.
Yes, exactly.
So here's one here. Looking for the one that I've used. Here we go. I'll create 75 PageRank 3 to PageRank 8 SEO link wheel and 2,000 social bookmarks for $5. There you go, right there.
Okay.
There's one.
Nice.
Okay. That's the type of stuff.
Now,
and if you're doing
videos work best for you, or what type do you prefer?
What do you mean?
As far as there's talking heads, there's explainers, there's the whiteboard videos, there's the PowerPoint presentation videos.
Well, I mean, the better the video, the better it's going to work. I mean, the old Animoto videos are there's so many of them out there now. People see one of them things and they just click past it. So, like the old Animoto videos everybody was doing for like 3 years, or like, I mean, they're easy to do, and I'd say
Animoto forever.
If that's all you can do, then do it. But like one of the things I teach. I think I taught this in the last that version of Rocket Video Ranker. I just show you the last version. Is that actually try to create like a decent video. You know what I mean? Where videos that have speech in them rank better than videos that just have music in them. I've found, especially if you say the keyword in the video a couple times.
Yes, because of the transcription.
Right. And that's another thing that people want to do is go in after their video's been uploaded, wait like a day, and then go in there and make sure your annotation that Google's going to listen to it, or YouTube's going to listen to it, or they're going to create a file. And if you go in there and look at it, you'll read the words and you're like, where did they get this from? You know what I mean? This is like all gibberish. It's usually gibberish, and you can go in and
really articulate for it to pick
right,
it up
right. And you can go in and edit it and just put your keyword in there like 2 or 3 times, and then save it. And now they're gonna hear they're gonna see your keyword in the speech. So, and I actually, I had a WSO out a couple years ago. I probably should update it again. I think I updated it like twice. It's called the YouTube Keyword Code, and I taught how to do that because it keeps changing now. You need to do it, and it's called the YouTube Keyword Code, and I show people how to go in, and you can actually take a video like one of those Animoto videos that is just music. It's just music, and you can add in a caption file with your keyword in it, even though it's only music in it.
Okay.
And
there's a place you can upload your own personal transcription.
Right, but what I'm saying is you could do it to a video that only has music. So there's no one talking in the video, but you can add in a transcription like someone's talking in the video, and it'll actually help your video to rank. So that's one of the things I'll be showing people how to do that kind of stuff in YouTube Test Lab or whatever, because that does work. But like I said, YouTube changes. they keep, you know how they keep changing their, you know, like the back end of the
Yes.
accounts, so they keep changing how you have to do it. So I'm going to go in and update that again. But that's another cool thing you can do. So all kinds of crazy stuff you can do, you know?
Yeah, I'm focusing a lot more. I mean, I'm an SEO guy by, I guess, by trade from when I started, and really focus on conversions and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
But videos, my main thing that I'm focusing on, because videos, I've been ranking videos for the last probably 4 years and didn't really pay attention to the fact that I was ranking videos.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put value in it. Now that I see the value in it, and everything's shifting over to videos now, it's like, okay,
Right.
I gotta kind of take this seriously, and
Yep.
you know,
I'll tell you something else real quick before we get off that people could do that helps a lot is treat your YouTube video page. Okay, I'm talking about the one, not your channel, but the actual page that your video is on. You know what I mean? Like the normal YouTube page.
yes,
Treat that page just like it's a page on a blog. And whenever you update a post on your blog or you go in and add content, what happens? It gets pinged because it's
yep,
it's letting Google know that, okay, this is some new content out here on this site. Let's go check it out. Well, what you can do is you can go in and edit your description and add more content to it, and then take that YouTube URL at the top, and you want to make sure you use the raw URL at the very top and take out the
yes.
S. You just want HTTP. You don't have HTTPS, just
Ooh,
HTTP.
okay.
And
Now, why is
take,
that?
I'm not sure exactly why, but you want that. It works better. You want that
Okay,
the normal HTTP raw, just the normal raw URL, and then go over to a place like after you add that stuff in your description and go over to this site here, mass-ping.com, and just throw that raw URL in here, and then put your keyword in
okay,
here,
yeah,
and then
ping will
click
work.
on yes, yeah, anyone will work, but this is the one that I use when I'm in a hurry because it's real easy. And just click start pinging, and what will happen is it'll go out and um, it'll send Google to check it out, or it'll say, hey, this got just go look at this site. So I've actually done that, and I've had students of mine do that. Like a video drops down a couple, maybe like 2 pages or something. They'll go in and add some content, and like maybe a paragraph with the keyword in it, and then go ping it, and then literally like 5 minutes later, it'll be popped back up onto like the first page again. So that's one more little thing you can do. You know,
Nice.
yeah, and it's all easy stuff. Free.
Yeah, once you get the hang of it, somebody asked me the other, my a barber. He was like, because he's a barber.
Yep.
He said, I explained to him. I told him to type a couple keywords in his phone. He's like, that's you. I said, yes, that's me.
Right.
He's like, oh, I want to learn how to do that. Where can I get some courses and all? I had to go to self promotion mode. I was like, I
It's
can
like
help you out. Just give
you
me a
don't need a
call.
course. I'll just consult you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. I said I get you the basics because the niche keyword ATM product, which I pulled because I'm gonna turn it into all inclusive
Right.
from that to video ranking. But I said, I'll give you that. Take a look at that, and then I'll work on individually consulting you or something because he's a photographer too. But
Mhm.
he asked me, he was like, how hard is it? I was like, that's kind of not fair to ask me because it's like me asking you how hard is it to cut hair? Oh,
Right.
it's easy. It's easy for you. And I cut hair too. I cut hair in college.
Mhm.
And I used to cut my son's hair, but I'm not the greatest barber. I can do some basics. He can do like he gave my youngest son a mohawk and my oldest son has a high top fade, like the old kid and play days.
Mhm.
So I can cut that, but I'm not that good at it. But for him, he just goes and wing, 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 and it's done.
Yep.
So I said that's the same thing. The way you cut hair is how I know, SEO and video SEO.
Right.
Oh, okay. I said I'll help you out, but it's easy to me.
Yeah, it's second nature to him.
Yeah.
You
So
know.
just like that's second nature. So I
Right.
mean, once you get in and understand the basics, because I do have a video that it's gotten like 60,000 views over the last 2 years.
Well.
If you Google how to search engine optimize a website, my video shows up, and I explain the details of how to actually. It's a bare bones 5th grade format, how to optimize a website.
What was it? What was it again? Type in how to.
How to search engine optimize a website. You'll see a red BMW 3 Series in the thumbnail. See how to search engine optimize a website. Yeah. Scroll. I haven't done anything to this in years. But that just explains the basics of SEO, from authority links to other links. Real basic. What's it got? 57,000 now?
Yep.
Yeah, and those are real. That's nothing manufactured. Those are real views.
Lots of good comments.
Yeah. There's good comments. I mean, there's some people in there that want to, they want to battle me. Like, well,
Right.
linking doesn't matter. All right, you don't matter. Delete.
See, that's one of the reasons why this video is still ranking so well, is because without you doing anything to it, is because there's an actual conversation going on here.
Yeah. So, and it's a basic, because what I wanted to do was just educate the basics of search engine optimize.
Right.
And it's that easy, and I explain people. That's the first thing I do. And if I'm talking to somebody, like there's a coffee house that I go work out of sometime.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to this guy. He's a local SEO, and I do this all the time. Like, you have any business cards? But I stopped taking clients because clients can be a pain in the ass. So I pick and choose who I want to go with. So I don't have any business cards. But what I do, like, well, how do I know you know your stuff? I give them a couple keyword terms. Go search these.
Right.
You'll see me. There's
Right.
really, again, it's just like we were talking about earlier. It's results.
Yep. Yeah, that's what they want to see. Right.
So.
Yep.
People think it's amazing, but
yeah, because they have no clue about it doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of, I enjoy watching. And let me ask you this much, because I do this. Yeah, you probably don't, but do you ever get nervous that when you go to rank something and it starts to do the dance, and you're like, damn it, it's not up there anymore?
I don't really, because I know it's going to come back.
Yeah, see,
they all do that. You know what I mean? It's like I'll post a video and do a few things to it, and like go look, and it's already #1. You know what I mean? And I usually make like a little screen capture video to try to make it into a case study.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, like the next day, it's like vanished. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay.
Yeah, I do a diary. I just throw in Excel
right.
What I did and where
right.
it sits.
Yeah, I do all that stuff too.
And then build timelines and all that.
I didn't used to, but I finally started realizing that it's nice to have. Okay, I did this on this day, and this is what happened, and I did this on this.
Yeah.
Because then when you go to do it again, you can look at that. You know what I mean? I never used to do that, and I could never remember what the hell did I do. I can't remember what I did to that. So I finally.
Like they say, systems work, and they do. I actually just started for years. Have you ever read the E-Myth?
No, I need to though.
I know you. Okay, so you're in the same boat as me. I've been saying the same thing. I need to read the E-Myth. I've had all types of people. I actually had a strategy session with Devon Brown a few weeks ago. He's like, you got to read the E-Myth. I read it before and read it. Totally didn't read it. So I'm at the Barnes & Noble this last weekend getting my sons their required reading for next school year. Because I make them read it's summertime, but I make them read a book and do a report every week.
Yeah.
Stay on top of school and all that.
Right.
So I went to the audio section, and I was like, E-Myth, all right, let me get this, because I'm sitting in traffic for 2 hours a day, and I drive all over the place. So I'm like, I might as well make best use of my time. Well, man, that's some good reading.
I do audio books.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend grab that, because listening to that, it's stuff we already know, but it's good to hear it in a different context.
See, the problem with me is that systems go against my MO.
Okay.
I mean, totally. I mean, have you ever done the Kolbe test?
No. Well, Kolbe, does that sound familiar?
If you go to kolbe.com, and you'll see you can pay. It costs like $50. And you take this test. I took it because I was doing coaching with Rich Sheffrin, and he makes everybody take it. Okay. And I actually had the exact same Kolbe results as Rich Sheffrin, so I thought that was pretty cool. But it basically shows you, it's how you it's instinct. It's not personality. It's how you instinctively react to things. And basically, my Colby results totally. When I saw them, I was like, is this why I'm like this? Is this why I'm so screwed up? You know what I mean? Because it's like I totally loved. I'm like a 6 in fact finder, which is basically research, and I love research and shit.
Yeah.
Follow through is like a number 3, which means I don't want to finish anything that I start. Yeah. Quick start is real high. That's number 7, which means I love to get going on stuff.
You're a starter, but not a finisher.
Right, exactly. And then implementer's number 4, which is basically I'm really good at taking things that I already have and restoring them or imagining things in my mind and stuff like that. So it's like when you take that test, dude.
I think you just gave me my results.
Yeah, I mean, you should. It's definitely worth taking. It's really cool. But like I said, systems. I don't want to spend the time studying systems and stuff. Now I think they're great, and I'm all for them. You know what I mean? I think they're awesome. I know I need to use them, but I would rather hire somebody who's like the opposite Colby result of me, who's like a 7 in follow through, and like a 2 in fact finder, and let them take care of the systems. You know?
Well, you know what? If you look at it this way, for what you do, you create systems. They're just not the systems that you necessarily need for you. Like your courses are systems.
Yeah.
You're documenting step by step what's going on, and you're
right. Yeah, right.
That's a system.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Because that's what I like to do. Like I have some things with this whole lawn video thing that I'm doing. I have a checklist because, like you said, you forget stuff. So I have my checklist that I put together, and I'm actually slowly but surely pulling it together because I'm very much, I guess I'm ADD. I realize now they didn't call it ADD when we were kids, but
Right. Oh, I have that. Focus. I got that terrible, man. Terrible ADD.
Yeah. Stay in focus, but I'm learning. Systems I know they'll work well for me.
Yeah.
And structure. Because I work better when it's like that, so I'm building those out, and I'll be able to provide those to my outsourcers or my kids working on some things. So it's easier for me to get them to do that by reading that. Like my oldest son was doing keyword research. I gave him the PDF, the niche keyword ATM. I gave that to him. He went through it, asked me a couple questions, and got the stuff done, which helps out. So I'm trying to bring them into it too. But the systems. Some sort of system has definitely been helpful for me because.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, I like I said, I'm all for systems, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get a system. I gotta get a system going here, and I get going on it, and I start using it, and then it just whoop, I totally forget about it, and then 4 days later, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right, I was writing down everything I was doing, and then I look, and there's nothing written down for 4 or 5 days.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? It's just the way I am. But one thing Colby teaches you, don't see, I always used to put myself down for not doing that kind of stuff. I'd get pissed at myself and be like, what is your problem, man? You're why can't you get your shit together? But what Colby teaches you is that you're not supposed to do that. That's not your MO. You trying to do that is actually going to make things worse because that's not what you do. That's not naturally how you think. See?
Yeah.
So
I struggle with that because I'm back in corporate America and a lot of things have kind of what I learned. I had to almost unlearn, not really unlearn because I can't unlearn the whole entrepreneurial piece and what I've been doing, but I have to take that and stick it here.
Yep.
And keep it there, and then learn this, which was opposite of this. So.
Yep.
I completely understand that, and I mean that's how I am too, because I've been like, oh man, why can't I do this? And then it's, different strokes for different folks.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, that's why there's managers, there's owners, and then there's people that don't do jack.
Yep.
Some people need to be led. Some people like to lead. Some people create. Mm-hmm. Some people like to be told what to do. I'm not particularly one of the latter.
Yeah, me either.
Me
either.
Yeah. But all right, we've gone over about a couple minutes, which is fine. Did you have any last words or anything you wanted to?
No, not really. I mean, do you want me to give people a place to, or if they want to like get a hold of me, or how do you want to do that, or what do you
Yeah,
want to
well,
do?
do this. Send me the links. I know you have that case study
Site?
YouTube. Yeah, that's coming out soon. What I'm going to do is I have a couple resources. I'll rewatch this and put some of the resources on a page and embed this video on the page.
Okay.
And I also put a link to whatever you have going on, and
All right.
where folks can kind of see what you have going.
Okay.
You can send me those links, and I'll put those up there, and I'll get that up by this weekend. We had a few folks on, but I'm going to email this out because now that I have a better understanding of how these hangouts are working,
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have as many difficulties. But I definitely like to have you back once you have your, well, actually, whenever, whenever you just want to shoot the breeze,
All right.
see anything new going on, we can jump back on. But I definitely want to put up some of the links that you've put in here. I'll put a few of mine up, and also anything you have coming up.
Okay. Is it just going to be like the normal YouTube page, or are you actually going to set up like a page?
No, I'm going to set up a page. It'll be on the YouTube page, but I'm going to set up a page too that I'm going to direct my
Okay.
social media and my email list to.
Okay.
That way I can put several links on there that you've put in here that we've discussed, as well as any of your products, more about you, resources, etc.
Okay, and I'll get those links over to you tomorrow, and maybe wait till after we get those on there before you send it out to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because what I need to do is figure out how to do the. I got to jump this video 15 minutes so folks get straight to the meat.
Yeah, the other thing you could do is you could download the video right off of YouTube and just edit it and then re-upload it onto YouTube or whatever. But it wouldn't be a Hangout then.
Yeah.
You
know what? While we're on here, can you Google was it YouTube online video marketing? I'm wondering. Hangout seemed to rank pretty quickly, so I'm wondering if we can kind of capitalize off of that with this one.
YouTube. What was it?
Online video marketing.
That's not it.
Throw strategy after that.
Yeah, I think that's what you had in the. Was it strategies or strategy?
Strategy singular, I believe.
That's it right there. Yep.
Number 4. Okay, yeah, I'll actually throw this through what do you call it? GSA. I'll set up a GSA campaign to run this for a couple terms. Because last week I did some keyword research to really quickly. I didn't get a chance to really dive into it to try and get this result we see here for a couple terms. And I still have that data, so I'll go ahead and use those as keywords and throw them in and rank this as well. Get some.
Okay. Cool.
So.
Yeah, I'll get that stuff over tomorrow morning.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, and let me know if you need anything, and we'll be in touch.
Yeah, we'll be talking.
All right.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
Talk to you later.
Bye.